Okay, so I kind of like the whole health insurance part. So let's take a look at MeltDown himself here. Now this is definitely his page here where we go ahead and take a look at what's going on regarding the Transformer and the Transformer universe itself. First of all, let's take a look at the Warrior himself. So this is in fact MeltDown. So we're taking a look at some of the detail on him. I'm liking the whole main gold with the cyan blue right here, which does look really nice right here. Knuckles, if you look right there, you see the knuckles are actually blue as well. Cyan rather, excuse me. If you look here in the back here, you got the little chrome things on the back there, as well as the back of his feet, which are also cyan. And at least I think that's cyan. I could be wrong. So yeah. Also look at his eye. Notice the left eye is a little different from the right eye. That's actually pretty interesting as well. And from the top right there, if you look on his shoulder on the right hand side, right over there, you'll see the Autobot emblem right there. I also noticed that there's actually like 5 Autobot emblems and 5 Decepticon emblems as well. Different ones, if you will, but we're going to have to go into that another day because I'm not really sure what those are here. So, okay, so when he goes ahead and transforms, this is what it looks like when he transforms. I think the animation to the transformation is actually pretty good. The vehicle version of it seems to fit his body just well. So that's actually really nice too. Really nice too. The detail, I'm loving the detail again. Got little scratches where they count too, not like everywhere. Like I've seen some games where they have like scratches everywhere. It seems like there's more scratches where it counts, you know, which is at the bottom of the actual machine, you know. You got the emblems on the left side next to the carriage right there. There's the back right there. So I mean, this is basically, I mean, kind of like Ratchet. It basically is, you know. So, like I said before, it looks very good. So, the Warrior himself looks very good. Apparently, he is labeled a Guardian. Now, I think that actually might be attained to his class, maybe. He's a Guardian class, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what that means as of right now. We haven't really been given that one, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let's read this right here. MeltDown is a Guardian, a bot who can absorb large amounts of damage and who is fully kitted out to repair himself and his fellow Autobots. Adept at controlling the battlefield, he is equipped with circuits that can immobilize and repel enemies. Okay, that sounds like a winner to me, in my eyes, seriously. So he's a healer bot. Who I guess tank maybe he might be a tank wise, because if you really think about it, if he can go ahead and do a lot of healing, like healing himself as well as some other weapons that you will see here, I think tank might be the better choice for words when to go ahead and talk about him right here. So let's look at what he has right now. He got the Protex rocket launcher, which is a damage repair exchanger. The readout says right here, a long-range ammo weapon which deals plasma damage to shields. It auto reloads when ammo is gone, basically, and the hot heal S-Tech fires 2 rockets at the same target. If they hit, they convert into repairing rockets and return to MeltDown. Repair him for a proportion of the damage dealt. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. I think it wasn't MeltDown a name of a Decepticon. Now think about it. Oh, that's Breakdown. Never mind. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I guess he's his cousin or something. I don't know. Or maybe the Black Sheep, because Breakdown was totally different from MeltDown. Anyway, so the range is about 7.8. So already that's a lot of range right there. So that's actually pretty good right there. We also have shield damage right here. The shield damage is about 4 out of 8. Which means that it's going to do decent damage, but not a lot of damage. The spark damage, by the way, the spark is kind of like the actual damage to the actual Transformer himself, because the Transformer has damage that he can take, but he also has shields. So remember that. Anyway, the shield damage is about 4 out of 8, and then the spark damage is 2 out of 8. So it does more damage to the shield than the actual Cybertronian himself. So moving down here to the Boria beam gun, which is a motion inhibitor. It's a medium range weapon that what it'll do is it'll do damage to both the shield and the spark, but it also goes ahead and slows down the enemy as well. So That's actually a really good attack here. This one does electrical damage. This one does plasma damage. This one does electrical damage. So basically the range is a short range, medium range, as we already talked about. It does about 3 out of 8 damage, and then it does 3 out of 8 spark damage. So it does less shield damage, but more spark damage than the Protec's rocket launcher. So right here we got the Starscream beam gun, which is an ally re-inhibitor. It's a medium range sustained weapon which repairs allies. It overheats after a continuous activation. So that's actually a really good weapon here. Basically what this will do is this will actually go ahead and heal your allies. So it does a 4 out of 8 range, which makes it a medium range, as we already talked about. It heals the heals or repair shields for about 3 out of 8, and it does repair spark for 3 out of 8. So about as much damage as this does to the enemy, this repairs to your friends. Okay, that actually works out. So those are the weapons. Now the equipment. We got the beam polarizer. What it does is that when activated, the allies hit by your repairing beam gun has their systems boosted and can deal greater damage. So, okay, this is actually pretty interesting. So if you go ahead and use this in conjunction with this right here, the Booyah beam gun, or wait, is it Booyah beam gun or repairing beam gun? Oh no, it's a Starscream beam gun. Okay, so when you go ahead and use the Starscream beam gun while the beam polarizer is actually activated, it'll go ahead and heal the guys, but at the same time give them a boost in terms of damage. Okay, that works out pretty well actually. It's pretty cool. We also have the repulsor probe. It says the probe dropped to the ground and periodically repels enemies. Okay, so basically what it does is it'll go ahead and keep the enemies back for a little bit, most likely in a pulsing rate, most likely. Maybe in just a whole shield, but maybe not, but whatever. Dealing electrical damage to... Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. If it is destroyed, it'll deal electrical damage to all nearby allies and their shields. Ah, interesting. It's a catch-22 weapon, so it'll basically keep all the enemies away, but at the same time, if it's actually destroyed, it'll go ahead and give damage to the actual, well, in this case, the Autobots. Or an Autobots who's around you. Interesting. The beam projector, while active and while firing a beam gun, MeltDown's defenses are reinforced. Okay, so basically what that means is that if I'm using the, it says a beam gun, so once again, I'm assuming either the Booyah beam gun or the Starscream beam gun. If I'm using it, it'll go ahead and reinforce my defenses. So I can go ahead and heal as well as reinforce my defenses. That's pretty good, you know? Interesting. And of course it says subsystems right here is the positronic conductor. Repairs meltdowns for a percentage of the damage dealt. So it looks like this guy, he is a tank character, and his character is actually designed around healing. So he does a lot of self-healing and as well as a lot of healing to his allies. So if I had to, instead of saying tank, if I had to go ahead and compare him to a class, I probably would say paladin. So he's a paladin style character right here, which is not a bad thing at all. So that's it now for MeltDown here. As more Transformers are revealed, I will go ahead and cover them and give you my thoughts. If I had to go ahead and give him a rating out of 1 out of 8, I would give him about a 7. The reason why is because while he doesn't do a lot of damage, he is definitely a damage sponge, allowing himself to heal his enemies. Heal his allies at the same time, repulse and do damage to his enemies, but not a lot of damage. So, and he's also able to boost, give a lot of boost here. So that's actually good too. Also, keep in mind that, so like I said before, he's a tank slash healer character. Ironhide apparently is in this game. So, just want to let you guys know that apparently there's a quote from him. So, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe here to good old 3 Bros All Game. We'll go ahead and cover this as much as possible. You guys have a good night. We're out.